You know, the gambling industry has turned into a multi-million-dollar business here in the Northwest. Racing, card rooms, and bingo are all regulated forms of gambling, but sometimes the regulations don't work. There's cheating, skimming, and phony record keeping. Some authorities even believe organized crime is influencing local politicians to loosen gambling laws. This week, Randy Ripplinger has a series of reports on gambling, its growth and influence here. Here is part one.
9-7, $2 quinella, 5-12, and $2 to win on 6.
One of the most tightly regulated forms of gambling is racing. Racing commissions in Oregon and Washington must keep track of much more than money. Track inspectors spend a lot of time watching for drugged horses and other attempts to get an illegal edge, even down to the numbering of every animal.
70425, horse matches its papers. Here's his number here. These are issued by the American Quarter Horse Association. These are quarter horses we're identifying right now.
The fact that there is so much money at stake is what tempts a few horse owners, jockeys, and others to cheat. Last year, over $100 million were bet on horses and greyhounds in Oregon alone. Even after the $5 million cut the state takes out and over $84 million in bet payouts, the track operators still took in well over $11 million themselves. Washington's card rooms weren't that profitable, but the gains reported there approached $2 million. That doesn't count how much money actually crossed the tables, nor how much the State Gambling Commission claims that some Vancouver card game operators skimmed without reporting to the state. Even so, Gambling Commission officers claim the law is well enforced. Card room operators say too well enforced. And while Oregon's gambling laws are usually much more strict than in Washington, there is at least one exception.
In 33.
In 1977, the Oregon legislature legalized bingo. Until then, churches had operated the games in violation of the law. But they operated in a small way. Now bingo on both sides of the Columbia is big business, grossing over $100 million a year. Smaller bingo operators, lawmen, and legislators are becoming concerned.
Who is it benefiting? Well, it's primarily benefiting the operators of the bingo rather than the profits going to a legitimate charity.
And the skimming, again, there's no control over that. It's becomes wanton, blatant profit that's going into somebody's pocket. And you know, people don't object to somebody making money. The problem is that they're making tax-free money at the rest of the general public's expense.
Bingo is so loosely controlled in Oregon that some people see it as the best opportunity for organized crime to establish itself in gambling here. Police say they can't always enforce the law as it exists, and there are cases of cheating and skimming that go unprosecuted. In subsequent reports, we'll examine the game of bingo, its wealth, legal loopholes, and crimes. Randy Ripplinger reporting for Channel 2 News.